So I'm currently in Edinburgh Airport, which is very, very busy, and I'm flying to Norway, Oslo, to meet a guy called Glyn, because we are planning one of the biggest expeditions, definitely, that I've ever done. So, got 3 days of, getting ready for this expedition, which I will take with me, and we will start doing it. I'm so excited, so let's get to the gate because I'm late, and let's go for it. So that's me, got my bags. Let's go meet Glyn. Now, me and Glyn have been speaking for up to 2 years, maybe more, about this expedition, and it's happening. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We'll just ease in nice and slow, but got my bags, so let's go meet Glyn and start this thing off. Here he is. You did it.
Yeah, welcome to Norway.
We're in Norway. The expedition is on its way. I've not told anybody what we're doing. So I've just arrived in Norway, and
yeah, just come see me.
Yeah, come see Glyn, and you're going to have to wait for the next bit.
Yeah.
Look at that rear. So we're at destination number 1. Something I've been looking forward to for a long time. Glyn's Pride and Joy, which I guess it'll be our Pride and Joy too.
There's someone we'd like you to meet.
Yeah, come and meet our little friend. I think it might give away what we're planning. It's pretty cool, I must admit.
We've got a nice rig.
How wicked is this? So, we would like you to meet Little Nell. This is an open ocean rowing boat, and this is Glyn's Pride and Joy. She is Glyn's Pride and Joy, and we are planning a very big expedition, which I don't know if we should say yet, but it doesn't really matter. So this boat will hopefully, and will definitely, be taking us from the top of Norway all the way back down to here in Oslo next year. So this is our first time seeing it, and I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of hours on this boat.
Over 2,500 kilometres of fjords, mountains, orcas.
You name it. Spearfishing, we'll be fishing.
Norwegians,
we'll be seeing a lot of them and interact with everybody. Anyway, we will explain a lot more to come. Let's have a look at the boat. Little Nell is an ocean rowing vessel. She was originally built for the 2005 Woodvale Atlantic Challenge, but now we are going to use her going down the whole length of Norway. She has 2 rowing positions and enough room for 4 crew members. Well, Norway must know that we need some weather training, because we're just about to get the boat in and it has started raining.
If it ain't raining, it ain't training.
If it ain't raining...
There should be a rainbow somewhere.
Well, we've got sun on this side, but we're trying to get it in before it gets too dark as well, so we're going to act as quick as we can and see what happens. I've literally just left Cornwall after 2 weeks of rain, and I've got rain in Norway. So here we are. We're going to head out for a bit of a row, see if we can get some footage of Little Nell from the sky. There's like a mirror out there, so Glyn's going to be doing a bit of the horsepower on the way out, because we just got 1 set of oars just now, and then I can't stop looking at her. So yeah, we'll do that and we'll take you with us.
We're in.
Ready?
There is
Well, here we are, casting Little Nell off, ready for our maiden voyage going down the Oslo fjord. Having a bit of a test run, For me, it's the first time on this boat. In fact, it's the first time even seeing an ocean rowing boat like this. We couldn't have had it any better with the weather. Going down the marina, seeing all the other rowers out there, seeing how people live out here was a pretty incredible feeling and makes me even more excited for how this expedition is going to go. Unfortunately, I'm only in Norway for 3 days this time, so we had to get the oars in the water, get out there, get some footage and get a load of training in. So we are out on Oslo Fjord. Little Nell, how do you feel about this, Glenn? It's been 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, a good. Well, I mean, I've had the boat for like 4 years, and get her on a lake in the Telemark, testing it out, just waiting. But now to get it on the fjord, which links to the ocean, links to the North Sea and the Skagerrak Sea. It's a pretty immense feeling. I think
It's the beginning, isn't it?
it is the beginning, definitely. It's so strange to be in such a calm surrounding with trees and houses and stuff to think that you are on the sea.
Yeah, it's so protected here. Yeah. We'll be lucky if we can have weather like this next year on the trip, but Oslo's got not New Zealand. Norway has a lot of fjords, so we have that in our favour.
A lot of exploring to do.
A lot of exploring. Let the planning begin. Fingers out. It was time for me to jump in the hot seat. Now, obviously, I've done bits of rowing, I kind of know what I'm doing, and I've done a lot on rowing machines in the gym. I can tell you now, this is completely different, so I had a lot of learning to do.
That's it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is my first few rows. Wait, I need to go this way.
Look, he's already backing down. He's nailed it already.
I don't really see what I'm doing. I think I'm straight.
This is the training weekend, number 1. That's it. Yes. So those arms stay straight until you've finished with your legs. Yeah, and you can go all the way back as well. Yeah, with those hands to your sides.
Cool as it. We're in Norway.
Look at that sunset.
I know. Well, we've just been out for our maiden voyage, but before it gets dark we're going to go get some food, but we will be sleeping on it tonight, so don't know what else I'm going to film for tonight, but I'm pretty excited. I think Glenn's excited. I think we might be in disbelief that we're here right now doing this, so it's the start of something pretty cool. With an action-packed day ahead tomorrow, it was time to get tucked up into Little Nell to save our energy for the next few days to come. You look comfortable.
I feel really comfortable.
It's all a little snug.
I've got pizza and Dime Bar in my belly. It's that Earl Grey. It's like chamomile tea.
Yeah.
It makes you sleepy.
Everybody takes a piss out of me for Earl Grey, but it's a winner. And there you have it. My first night on Nell. Or Nelly as I call her. I must admit, I'm ready for a good sleep and she's pretty comfortable, so... Oh, I've got one mosquito in here. I don't know if you can see that. Got one mosquito. I'll go to sleep once I get him. Big day tomorrow, lots of exciting stuff. We have some more rowing to do. We have meeting with the Norwegian RNLI, or the RSA I think they're called. I'm going to go do some survival training with them. So that is extremely exciting and I can't wait for that. But now we're going to love you and leave you, and we'll see you in the morning. Well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, or just after 7. I must admit, I slept rather well. Especially with a belly full of pizza and beer. Pretty cozy, but have a look at this. Sorry, pop my head up. How beautiful is this? Good morning, gorgeous.
Morning.
How'd you sleep?
Oh mate, amazing.
Love it.
Yeah. Did you sleep well?
Oh yeah, really well.
I was out. The boat didn't move a jot all day.
I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight again. We're all breakfast up and we're just doing some pre-boat day fixes and organising it, because this boat's still got a fair way to go before we get it set up. So Glenn's just sorted out so we have a rudder for the day, which this would be the backup system anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this is the steering, so we can hand steer from the cockpit, or we can attach it to the foot plate and foot steer. Keep that as a backup if our auto tiller breaks or power failure. We've got this as a backup. Always have a backup for a backup for a backup.
Got her out in the water. We've both got oars today, and we're going to go do a bit of a longer journey, just feel the rhythm, sort all the little bits and pieces that could be wrong or not right. Like the rudder, we're just checking now. Glenn's just powering it down, making sure the rudder's working all right, and then yeah, keep going out. Hopefully the sun comes back out and we'll see what it looks like. Probably be knackered because I've not done rowing for a long time. Regningskaper. I'm having a Norwegian lesson from Glenn, who's British. So we are currently just come out into the fjord a bit. It's turned super hot, so we got shorts, t-shirts, and we're actually going to go have a look at the RI. Is it RI?
RS. Regningskaper.
RS, and that is basically like Norway's version of our RNLI, which is the Coast Guard, the lifeboats basically that come and save everybody, and it's going to be pretty paramount to be on the best side of them, considering we're going to be going down the whole coastline. So we need as much support from them as possible, and we'll be trying to raise money for them, as well as hopefully the RNLI in our country. So it's pretty important to go and have a look at these things and meet the people, and then we might have a bit of a gander out into the fjord.
Hopefully.
Once we go, and hopefully we can row back out.
Yeah.
This RS station was situated just up a little river coming out into the fjord. There's a nice little bit of tide, so it was pretty hard rowing up to get there. Glenn manned the camera and I manned the oars, and we did our best to stay right in front of this pretty badass looking boat. There you go. That is the RS boat. So that's the lifeboats around here. Pretty impressive thing. It's got a jet ski on the back, which is I've never ever seen before. But these are the guys that you rely on when things don't go very well and you're stuck out at sea and you need your life being saved. These are the people you rely on. So we'll be relying on our way down Norway, so good to see them, and we've actually got some more exciting stuff planned to do stuff with them later. But I better get rowing because there's a lot of current here and it's just me, and there's a big pirate ship down there. After a stop at the RS station, we headed out into the fjord. We put in some hard graft, we got in the rhythm, and we really started to learn to row with each other. This is paramount, as whatever I don't do, Glenn will have to do, and vice versa. Rowing now, I can tell you, I am thinking, what the hell am I doing getting myself into this? But the excitement and the feelings that I get for looking forward to doing a project like this overrules that 2 times over, and I'm buzzing to get going. We eventually make our way back ashore because Glyn has lined up something pretty awesome to go and do this evening. So me and Glyn have come to RS headquarters, basically, where they do all their training and everything. And we're going to be doing some training tonight with them, put through a load of scenarios. I think we're both looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting thrown about in a tank or a lifeboat or whatever.
Simulated storms.
Simulated storms, how about that? Buzzing. Let's go in and have a look, see what happens.
So this way?
I think so. So we're all dressed ready. We're going to go see what's out there ready for us.
Looks nice now.
Look at this.
Oh, I come take a seat.
Not gonna lie, walking into a place like this, I see a very big playground. But on a serious note, we're gonna have to really pay attention to things like this. And we're very lucky to be getting a talk through of some of the gear that we might need in case of an emergency.
Gloves and feet. You put it on, splash around the pool for a bit.
Who better to learn some really tough sea survival training off of the boys that will be out there saving you if anything goes wrong. And it can happen to anyone. At the end of the day, we're in nature and that's going to be in control.
You will end up with your face into the wind because your legs will drag at 45 degrees. You'll end up with a sea spray going in your face. The hood comes over.
Eventually, we got round to the raft that we might be stocking on our boat. And this is also very important because if anything goes wrong, that's what we'll be living in till someone comes and gets us. But this is where it starts getting fun because we get to start throwing things in the pool and getting in there and getting wet. After having some practice of throwing safety lines, it was time to get suited and booted and get in the pool. I can tell you now, this isn't any swimming pool. This is a very expensive swimming pool, which I cannot wait to be in and have a lot of fun in, and also learn a lot of things. By this point, we jumped in the pool and got our raft in the right place, and we met Kevin, our third teammate. When we met him, he didn't really say much, but he was going to be getting involved with some rescue drills. He didn't look like he was paying attention though. Hopefully he doesn't get lost. And as the scenario started, it was time to get in the raft. Me, Glyn and Kevin. But after getting in the raft, we realised Kevin didn't get in the raft with us. So, with Kevin missing, it was time to set the sea anchor and me and Glyn had to be on point.
Let's go get Kevin.
There was no time to waste. I had no idea if Kevin was breathing or not.
Okay, keep his hands out of the water.
Yeah, got him.
Right, reel you in. Freely, you bunch of bastards, mate.
In water CPR.
Sorry, Kevin, mate. Right. Get your back in, husband.
Ready?
Fucking hell, Kevin.
We eventually managed to get Kevin in, who had suddenly put in a lot of weight. To be accurate, it was around 90 kilos I reckoned Kevin to be. With Kevin and Glyn now in the raft, it was time for me to get in there and await our rescue.
What have you done to his legs?
Oh, they're fine. Just as we thought things couldn't get worse, me and Glyn turned to look at each other to see where Kevin was, and he was gone. Just as the bad weather started coming in, Kevin decided to go out to try and catch some fish for dinner. Coming to the realization that Kevin had no idea on how to swim, Glyn had the only option to get in there and get him back to the raft. The weather was only getting worse, the waves were only getting bigger, and the rain only heavier. Kevin, again at 90 kilograms, was not easy to lift into the raft. With the mammoth effort from Glyn and getting Kevin back to the raft, it was time for him to get back in and again await the safe passage from the helicopter inbound. But again, the rain only got heavier. and with a quick hole to fix in the raft, we turned away for 2 seconds. And that's all it took for Kevin to decide he was hungry again and head out into the now darkness looking for fish. But we were not going to let this stop us. Kevin was part of the crew, that meaning part of the ship. So we went back out to get him and save his life. For the 3rd time. Come on, Kevin.
That was not as easy.
And just like that, Kevin seemed to be fine and all the weather went away and our instructor came back. On a serious note though, these are very, very important things to run through and go through. At the end of the day, we're going to be in an environment where stuff like this can happen and go seriously wrong. And we're going to be relying on training like this to get us through those situations. But with this being a training situation, it's time to have a little bit of fun.
This is Glenn Sadler from Team Nordic Endeavour 2026.
Josh Halley from the Nordic Endeavour 2026. Sponsored by Frequentness. Damn, this is hot! And just like that, it was dark outside and it was time for an early bed because we had a huge day tomorrow. We had a 4-hour row up to an island and some diving and then 4 hours back, which I was very much looking forward to, but I was also a bit nervous that I would be rowing for that amount of time. But I better get used to it. Good morning everyone. It is Saturday. Me and Glyn have been up since 6 o'clock. We've had a pretty crap night's sleep due to bad weather, boat noises, 1 or 2 beers. And we have a pretty big row today. We've got about 4 hours of rowing.
4 or 5 hours, yeah.
Where we're meeting Martin, who's our 3rd teammate, and we're going to go to the island, which they are doing a free dive course and festival on there. So we'll hopefully get involved with that, and hopefully we'll do that. Well, hopefully we will get there. We'll soon find out. It's 7 o'clock now, so we are going to set off and get rowing. Pardon? It was go time. With a nice early start, we watched the sun come up. The temperature was perfect, but it was just starting to warm up. But I'd rather that than rain. So we are currently out in Oslo Fjord. There's a bit of boat traffic going on, but we are under the 4-hour mark now, which is pretty good. And we can kind of see the direction we're going. It's quite hard because you always have to look behind you, but we're making good time, so fingers crossed we can get there a bit early and pop an Earl Grey or something like that. Glenn's loving his Earl Grey, but for now a bit more sugar.
Sweets.
Sweets.
Well done.
Let's keep going. So in theory, we are less than an hour away.
Yeah,
And you can see the island's just in the distance. Basically, the island behind that is the one we're after. We've had another seal following us on the way.
So the King's Yacht.
Yeah, the King's Yacht has went past. Got a little bit of footage on the iPhone. Pretty cool. We were going to row over there, but it's quite a long way, and they're going a lot faster than us. But we're going to have a quick stretch and then hammer down and get to the island for a cup of tea is the plan. We've made it to the island, which is called
Logoya.
Logoya. In theory, Martin is here free diving and teaching and stuff, so we're gonna have to find him. It's only a small island, but it felt like a very long way away. We were just over 5 hours.
Yeah, just over 5.
Just over 5 hours. We met with my dad and the Frequentis lot, which is quite cool. They came by boat. We're pretty knackered, so we're gonna eat as much food as possible so we have the energy for the way back, because we are going to be rowing back later and we might even get in the water, so who knows, but the one thing we need is energy. What you got for your dinner, Glenn?
Got some brun lapskaus.
Sounds lovely.
It's like a Norwegian hot mess stew, hot pot type deal. 500 calories.
That's what we need. Got the jet boil. Just having a break before we go out and see if we can find the freediving lot. Eventually, I managed to loosen my body off enough to get off the boat. Then I had to get helped just over the rocks and onto the path. Anyway, we were there and we were meeting up with Martin Helseth, who is our third teammate. And he is currently running a freediving course and teaching a lot of people about the sea, how we can sustainably harvest fish and forage for food. As well as that, we have some sponsorship and my dad, who I'm very chuffed to be in the water with and spend some time. But being able to go out there with new people and also sponsors that have invested in this journey with us and show them the seas that we love and why we're doing this trip is pretty meaningful. One of our main aims for this trip is to leave the seas in a better way than we found them. We're going to be doing ocean cleanups, we're going to be looking for trash, working with local communities, trying to do our bit and leave the seas in a better place. Unfortunately, Oslo Fjord that we're now in is one of those places that has had a pretty hard time of it. But there is still glimmers of hope as little bits of nature starting to come back. This is all down to the effort that the local Norwegians are putting in to restoring this fjord into what it used to be, learning the ecosystem and doing their bit to help it get back on track.
So what you've done before?
Well, we are gonna row the boat round now to go see Martin, who is our third team member, Mr. Norway. But the heavens is opened and it is torrential rain. We've got Dad, or Big Steve, letting us off, and we'll meet him around the other side as well. We finished diving, but it's going to be a wet few hours back. So let's get going. Hey, Martin! This is Mr. Norway, our third team member. Busy playing in the sea today.
We've been staying in the water for probably 6 hours today or something. It's
a long day.
Love the sea to be doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to being on the boat for 5 weeks, rowing Norway?
Well, I don't know. It can be everything. It can be smooth sailing all the way.
Yeah.
It can be quite terrible. I don't know you guys that well. Yeah, we'll take it from there.
What are you most looking forward to, Martin?
I'm most looking forward to the adventure.
Yeah.
To go out and do something I haven't done before, which not that many has done before. So yeah. I'm looking forward to that part, to meet different people. I'm also looking forward to being a bit miserable on the boat.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's a part of it.
I think in order to get some of the great things, you have to go through some of the bad things.
Of course.
He's on the boat.
Yeah.
How about this for weather? We had pretty nice weather coming up, and now it is miserable, and it looks miserable for the next.
Well, not for the ducks.
Miserable.
Not for the
current is pulling you the right way. The wind is in your favour.
Yeah, that's true. So 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
There will be eagles in the
Yeah, we've seen some eagles
in the sea. There's plenty of action.
The lesser spotted Martin Helseth as well.
Yeah. Mr. Norway over here. That's your new name, Mr. Norway.
I thought it was Captain Norway.
Or Captain Norway.
That's
Captain Norway sounds better.
I know the language, so it's fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I've mentioned Martin Helseth, but I forgot to say that he is an Olympic rower. And yeah, you can see it. You reckon you can do it in your wetsuit?
Of course. More excited now. Yeah. The boat is working.
Yeah.
How's it all?
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Ha det bra.
Row carefully.
Ha det fint.
Well, with Martin carrying on his day's lessons, it's time for us to haul ass and get back to Oslo.
Oh no, the seat's wet and cold.
Seat wet and cold. I'm wet and cold already. So 4 hours. Let's see if we can do it in under that with a nice wind behind us. Hopefully. See you there. It is 10 to 7 or 7 o'clock. We think we've got about an hour and a half left. Fingers crossed. It's getting a bit dark though, and it hasn't stopped raining really. I feel like we've been rowing with the rain cloud. We're both pretty sore, but the earlier we get back, we might be able to go get a beer and then finish it off with an Earl Grey.
Or bed.
And then bed. And then let's just hope we wake up. We were making very good progress on the way down until we hit one point where most likely the tide was coming out one of the side fjords, leaving us kind of slowing down to 1 or 2 knots. But eventually we managed to overcome that with a lot of rowing and not very much rest. Well, we have made it. We made it back just before 9 o'clock. We are beyond knackered, the pair of us. We've kind of lost a lot of bodily functions, so we need a warm shower and some food. Big eats.
Big shift. Won't normally do 4 hours, 5 hours straight, but because it was a one-off, we smashed it. And
I need a wheelchair for the plane tomorrow. Pretty worth it though, getting to know little Nell and see how she goes. But we're off. We might speak to you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed all that antics. Thanks for watching, guys, and this is a big one. This is like nothing I've ever done before, and I can't wait to only show you more, go through the ups, the downs, and all the in-betweens. This is all very exciting. We will be rowing the whole length of Norway over 6 weeks in 2026. So if you'd like to get involved in the Nordic endeavor in any shape or form, hit me up a message on my socials or get over to my website and get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. I'd just like to say a big thank you to the sponsors that have already got involved and got this expedition off the ground.